Okay, I'm Lisa, and this is my take on an AVM, which is an arteriovenous malformation. Mine is in the brain. Um, Left frontal lobe is what mine is. So, not a lot of people know about this, so I was going to kind of explain my view on it. So, what it is, it's this little mass that's right here in my brain, or it can be anywhere, um, where the blood flow doesn't go all through the directions that it's supposed to. It's just a straight shot through there, um, and this is not usually a good thing. Um, Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Which is one of the crap. Anyway, that's what can happen when you have an AVM, and it depends on where it's located. Um, there's a lot of things, symptoms that I have that a lot of people have, but when you read on the internet and stuff like that, it doesn't really tell you that. It tells you what it is and maybe some of the options for you to take care of it or help it, but it doesn't really tell you what it can do to you. For me, it causes a lot of headaches, um, dizziness, numb, tingling, your eyes hurt, your face. Um, Depending on where side it is, the opposite side um, is kind of weak. So, and in my case, it causes seizures, and it has a lot. And a lot of people, because I belong to this page on Facebook where we all can talk about what's going on with us and the problems we have. But an AVM is really kind of a disease of the brain. So when you see somebody with any type of disease in the brain, you don't really know that this person is sick. So that's why you want to bring AVM and aneurysm and stuff. You want to bring that awareness to people, and maybe try to help them so they understand, or if they're feeling that they know they're not alone. So I have been to about 6 neurologists or neurosurgeons to try to find out um, what my options are. About 2 years ago, this month, I have went under radiation, which is the gamma knife, which is just a lot of radiation just aimed at that particular spot. And it should be shrinking or obliterated in the 2 years since I've had it. But it's the same size, 3 centimeters, and it hasn't done anything. So tomorrow I go to see a new neurologist who's going to give me the options on what they can do about this and where it's located. They don't want to do surgery because it can cause a lot of damage. You can be paralyzed, or just a lot of things can happen if they do that because where it is. So tomorrow I'll go see about my options, which is gluing in here, where it'll glue off those things in there, the capillaries and all that, and make the blood flow go like it's supposed to, like on a normal brain, which mine's never normal anyway. But anyway, it does that, and that's an option I have. So I'm going to find out what all that means, because anytime anybody's messing with your brain, that's kind of scary, and you don't really want to do that stuff. But I don't like this either. You know, when you can't forget anything, it's really hard to do. You forget stuff. It interferes with your job, especially if you're doing something that you have to think about. Because I forget most every day about something that I've done for 5 years, and it's not there. Numbers are a real problem with me. Speech sometimes is affected, and I can't think about what I'm going to say like right now. So I just want to make people aware of the AVM. And somehow we need to get it out there so people know that this thing is real, and the symptoms that we have, and people are not alone. And try to answer anybody's questions that they have. And if anybody has this, that they can talk about it to other people so we can share our symptoms and what we've gone through and just how sucky it really is. So, wish me luck tomorrow at my appointment, and I'll let you know how it went. But I just wanted to bring AVM awareness to everybody and what it does to you. And it's not any fun. And nobody understands what you go through. It's really hard to explain when you have things or different things happening to you. You know, they don't see all that. So, you know, it's not really a disease to them, even though we know it is because we have to live with it every day. I can't really think of anything to say, but I want to raise AVM awareness, and someday, hopefully, they'll have a cure for this. This is something that you're born with, is what they say. You're born with it, and maybe you don't have any signs or symptoms of it, and something could aggravate it. For me, I had a car accident, and right after that, I had all these issues going on with the tingling in my face and the headaches, and I just knew something wasn't right. So this is when I started going to the doctors, and they did the MRI and stuff to find out what it is. And I guess it's not, I mean, some people don't even know about it until they've had an MRI, and then they find out. So a lot of people go through life without knowing about it, and when they have an aneurysm or a stroke, then when they do the MRI and the angiogram, that's when they find it. And then I don't know what they do, whatever they want to do about it. So it's really hard for a lot of people. They do have to have surgery. They have to have embolizations and all kind of stuff. And it's not easy for us to go through. Even though we look normal or kind of normal, we're not. We're crazy people. Bunch of crazies out there, which we call, you know, our tribe. So anyway, after I had the car accident, all this started happening to me, and the neuros have told me that it wasn't the car accident that caused this stuff to happen, but it might have shook things up a little bit in there and started the flow, you know, I don't know, but it wasn't the car wreck itself. But a lot of people, after they've had a car accident, this shows up. So it just makes it more active, I guess. So AVM awareness, we want to get it out there. We want people to know what it is and that, you know, we're not crazy. You know, we have this disease. That's really what it is. So if we were born with it, it's a disease. It's supposed to not be hereditary. So, you know, my kids should be fine. So anyway, I'm going to think of something. This maybe will help people that have it or people that know people that have it and you think they're weird. Well, they're really not weird. There's nothing we can do about it. Most of us just pretend that it's not really there. We don't really talk about it. We don't really tell our family and stuff about things like that because they'll just think you're crazy. And they can't see it, like I said. So, except in the seizures. So it can cause those too. I went on and on a lot, so I'm going to stop now, but we'll figure out something to do for the AVMs at some point. There's a lot of things that we can do to help or to give to people. Any donations that anybody wants to make to the tribe, we have this on Facebook. It's AVM awareness, and people donate things that we can give to the people that subscribe and just makes them feel better. A little something. People donate little bracelets or pens or glasses with the burgundy ribbon on. Burgundy ribbon. That's kind of what we go with. It's burgundy and green. So anybody that wants to make any kind of donations to that where, you know, they can be sent out to people, it just makes them feel better. It makes them happy. It makes them know that somebody's out there that really cares about them. So that's what I have to say, and I'll update tomorrow, and if anything happens, I want everybody to know that I'm going to update you on what happens to me, and so we can just help anybody that we can. So Bye for now.